Alrighty, hello, this is Zircon Eagle 16 here with another tutorial. We decided to help people out that want to find ways to be able to do the new Area 2 bathroom, new double setup that I found a while back, and how to get it done in runs. And one way I kind of try to explain it is like, obviously, the best way to look at it, which is kind of how I look at it, is in IL, you're trying to go as fast as you can. In a run, you're trying to complete it. So most of the time, if you're struggling with it, you can do it a little bit safer. You can do it, I normally do it a bit safer in a run, and it's only like the IL. I haven't sent the video, but I'm going to send the video at the same time I do this to my YouTube channel. But the IL world record is, I believe, 8:35. I just got it a little while ago. And there's like, you don't have to take it that seriously when you see it. Like we see it all the time. You just think you have to take it that way. You can definitely take it much easier and still... I've gotten like 860s and stuff like that. And then it's consistent for a run. And then like if you're shaking off a ghost, I know Pablo got a 918. My best time was a 938 because I wasn't as great as shaking off and doing the strat as fast. So it saved me more time. So it should save you about a half a second. It doesn't have to save you that entire insanity of like 8:35 is like a second better than my shake off time. That's just crazy. You know, you don't have to do that part of a great. And plus, like the ILs are always going to be stopping in the middle instead of going back, which only loses like a tenth or two. It's not a big deal, but it's something to think about. So like, I mean, basically what you do is you hold the flashlight off. And I mean, there's a lot of different positions you can stand. I'll use this guy to grab as an example. I've gone anywhere from like around here. I've seen people do way out here. I mean, there's a lot of places you can do. Feel free to experiment to find whatever gets more consistency for you, because I'll have a different way better than you might. I haven't necessarily found the fastest way other than the time that I've done earlier today. I kind of stand about it in this area normally. And typically you hold your flashlight off, right? And you want to move back. I used to do like a vacuum setup so that it would hold the vacuum out so I could do that at the same time. But the problem is, it's a bit slower because he has to stop vacuuming and then picks out the flashlight and then flashes. So when I finally learned the movement that Hopeless kind of showed off with the new Strat when he found out about it, I decided to mess around with it and got an 845 that can like move back and left. So you're moving up on the controller stick and you're moving left on the C stick at the same time. And that should set you up right about in this area where you can get that double. And like I said, start showing some examples here. If I'm here trying to beat my YL world record, then you're just trying to make it as crazy as possible, right? You try and do the best you can. You don't have to take it that crazy, you know. You can sit here and wait for these guys like to close in a little bit more. Even though I failed. Great example. But if you wait a bit more, since I'm so used to doing this one way after doing the ILs earlier, I just wasn't close enough to the one guy. And obviously you're going back to the key, you're not going to stop there, so let's think that way. You can even point the vacuum up, and you see the time is not even that bad. I waited a bit longer. Let's see how long I can wait here. There you go, I waited about as long as I could without getting grabbed there. You can play it really safe, you can still save a few tenths. Don't be afraid to get comfortable with it before you know what you're capable of, you know? You don't have to go for the YOLO and then be afraid of missing it, you know? Feel free to get the strat down in your memory. Up controller stick, left C stick is all you need to do. That's the movement, and you'll end up in that spot. Look at that, I can still get 884. You can still get sub 9, still get to the key. Wait as long as you possibly can for these guys. And it's really consistent from there. Once you get comfortable with it, you might be able to go out a bit more. It is a bit riskier, obviously. You might be able to save an extra tenth or so. The best time I've ever gotten going back to the key is like an 8.5 something. And see, even if you get the big spread, sometimes it's not always great because it's so big that it's will be helpful, but I hope that helps. Just remember, straight back, straight left with the C stick. Double. Look at that 874. Just keep it simple. Let them get close to you, don't worry about it. Look how clean that was. 864, and I waited a long time for them to get there, you know. So I hope that helps. Just remember, up with the controller stick and left with the C stick at the same time when you're moving back while holding the B button. Obviously, you don't want to flash the ghosts while walking back. And then release the B button as you're in position about straight right-ish area, basically. But yeah, I hope that helps. Hope everybody is able to get the strat a bit more. We'll keep on getting those early games down more and more all the time. Potential 836s like I had that one time. I imagine when all these strats come down to 835 may even be a thing. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope everyone had a good time. I hope you guys have a good time grinding. And I hope this strat helps get you to the goals you want to achieve with this game. Alright, we'll see you around.